button and go forward to the future when things are happening, because no one knows anything is happening yet. But I'm man of interest, and I'm live. Coco, Coco. Okay. Coco, how are you doing today? Hi, Olivia. Mango, come here. Come on, Mango. Mango, can I pick you up too, Mango? Are you being nice? Come here, Mango, 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 Mango. Okay. Just Coco. Only Coco likes being picked up. Mango, come here. Come here, Mango. Mango, come here. Come here, boy. Okay, guess not. That's life. Hope everyone's doing good today. I don't know if anyone's actually watching yet. Okay. Hello, 10 strong. What are you doing? What are you doing? Turn on. I still gotta set everything up. Do I have that Q key? Don't worry, we'll go over the keycaps. I have them right here. EVBT ABS. I am working on a video review. I'll be eventually taking like I'll put a macro lens on my cameras, and I'll take macro shots with EPBT ABS, GMK, and JTK all next to each other for like the same key, so people can see why box switches. Because I'm too lazy to buy switches. I might have an KKC account. Sad thing is, I've had these backgrounds for like 2 years now. Well, not 2 years, like over a year now. I have a whole collection of like 30 of these backgrounds. But happy to see y'all here. It's not a man of interest stream unless I have an energy drink. So, chat, what should I start with? Thanks for the 6 months of Twitch Prime, Laughmaster. Should I start with the Monster Energy Ultra Rosa? Oh, there's an accent mark. Rosa. Or the Monster Mule. Which do I start the night with? That is the question. What does chat what does chat think? What is the board over on the desk? This board or the one that you probably can't see because the whites are all blown out? Rose says croak. Mule says laugh. What the hell are these flavors? I have no clue, dude. These are energy drinks. They can be whatever. Those are just words. Okay, the Mule is a ginger brew flavored energy drink. The Rosa, my guess would be a rosé flavored energy drink. I don't know what that means though. It's just pink. Hello, Nebulant. Oh, the silver board. Oh, if you think it looks like a LZCLSM, then I guess man. Design language. What a word. No, it's a KBD 75, my dude. It's a KBD fan 75. You're bamboozled hard. Nebulin, go finish making your dinner. Well, before you go to lurk mode, what are you making? It's okay, bud. I've embarrassed myself like that before. You can't win them all. Okay, I guess we'll start. I'll start with the rosé. You know, because okay, I know how the meal tastes. And the meal's fine. A meal fine. I don't remember what this tastes like, so we're gonna find out together. Sorry, you guys can probably hear Coco just yelping in the backgrounds. Pork chile verde, very nice. That's a good slow cooker meal. Yeah, we're gonna build a TR60 today. Why box switches? Because I don't want to spend more money on switches. Thank you, Lack29. I want to build it with Clickies anyways. That or unlubed MX Blues, and I figure I'd rather save the unlubed MX Blues for another build. They are the retooled MX Blues, so they're actually a bit more tactile than like they usually are. And you know what? I can't really put a flavor on this, but it's fine. And for my dinner for today, you guys get to see me eat dinner too. Am I allowed to say the colors? No. Tonight we will be having a my mukbang for tonight is going to be a strawberry Pop-Tarts, aka the best flavor of Pop-Tarts. If you don't think this is the best flavor of Pop-Tarts, fucking fight me. These are the best flavor, hands down. You get that cinnamon bullshit out of my face. You get that chocolate and frosting shit out of my face. Frosted strawberry. This is the Pop-Tart for the ages, okay? And because I got strawberry, I figure our dessert should rhyme with strawberry. And for dessert, we have cherry Pop-Tarts for desserts. So, that's a man of interest meal for today. We got some Pop-Tarts and some Pop Rocks. Crackling candy, original cherry. Still popping after 40 years. So... Only missing the caffeine pills. Oh, I still got them. I'm still rocking the caffeine pills. Put the Pop Rocks between the Pop Tarts, says Jeff, and thank you for that 1 year of that tier 1. I think you're the longest, one of the longest subs. Thank you so much, bud. And then we'll get to the keyboard building, and then after the keyboard building, we might get to the ePBT ABS analysis. No, I'm not going to seize them. I'm going to eat them separately. Okay. So how's everyone doing today? It's Friday. Fridays are pretty lit day, apparently, for keyboard streams. But here we are, you know. Thanks to the 19 of you who are here so far for joining. Coward? No. I'm not a coward. I appreciate the raw beauty of a strawberry frosted Pop-Tarts. You will hear my thoughts pretty soon, after I eat dinner. I have done typing sounds for so I took the 60%, my Gone 60 right here with built with Mod M stems and cherry housings that are lubed. That's how it is with GMK, not bad. So I did this keyboard, typing sounds with GMK, with the ePBT ABS, and JTK. So I'm working on a video review, so you'll hear the typing sounds of all three of those side by side, as well as side by side pics of those three keycap manufacturers next to each other. So like I'll take like a cue from GMK, a cue from ePBT ABS level shot, and a cue from JTK, and just line them up, get a macro lens, and just get a shot with all three of them right there. Yeah, you know what? I don't have a toaster in my room, so I'm eating these raw. We're just raw dogging these Pop-Tarts, you know? Going in totally uncooked. Can I do the undersides? Sure. Also, ever since my childhood, they've definitely put less frosting on the frosted Pop-Tarts, which is highly disappointing. I'm not sure if anyone else here eats Pop-Tarts, but thank you 4 months in a row for that tier 1 Kosi Fanny Tootie. It's not blasphemy, it's efficiency, y'all. Who has a whole 1 minute to wait on their toaster in the morning? Okay, I'd rather take an extra minute to sleep. Let's be real here. Like when you think of time dilation, 1 extra minute of sleep is equal to like 2 hours of attempting to fall asleep. You know what I mean? Because it's like the big difference between when you try to fall asleep and when you're waking up. When you try to fall asleep, your brain keeps you awake by telling yourself like, "Hey, remember that shitty thing that you did that's embarrassing? Ha, you're an idiot." And you try to like that kind of like festers in your mind as you try to sleep. When you wake up, you feel like, "Oh man, I feel like that piece of crap that Huey trying to fall asleep was telling me I am. That's how I feel right now." So that 1 extra minute of just like not starting my life yet is the biggest difference in the world. B-Wall, you know what I mean? Don't worry, cut from the same cloth. Tipsy Pop-Tart, they're some of the best Pop-Tarts. Get me drunk with a deep fryer and some potatoes. We're gonna have an amazing time with some French fries. Going back to the Clicky's conversation, why save the blues? Aren't they the worst of the Clicky lot? You know what? So that can be debatable, and the only reason I say that is because you can do stuff with blues. They can actually be improved quite a bit by lubing. These are the retooled blues. The retooled blues have a slightly more slightly more tactile leaf, which means they're actually pretty good bottom housings to use for tactile switches. If I just want to stem swap with a tactile switch, it won't be like pandas where they give a ton extra tactility. But it'll be like Bison Browns where they'll add a bit more tactility to, so it'll make a medium tactile switch, medium plus, but not like Zeal V2 or Holy Panda level of tactility. You know what I mean? And at the same exact time, Cherry top and bottoms have a very signature good sound that a lot of people just like. I like the Cherry housing sound. Holy Chicky, that is correct, 10 strong. That was usually the mod what it's called. So that's when you use a Halo and a retooled MX Blue bottom. Who knows? Maybe I'll use the stem too. Ever tried dry lubing the MX Blue? No, but I probably won't ever. So I'm working on one of my next streams. Or possibly, if you guys want me to keep streaming forever tonight, which I could because I have 2 energy drinks. After the build, I could do a desoldering on my Leaf 60. I hate my Leaf 60. I've said this on stream multiple times. I think it's half the keyboard and half the switches. But the only way to confirm that is to desolder the switches and rebuild it with good switches. The switches right now are cream switches, which I lubed with PTFE powder, so it's dry lubed. And I think it's complete shit. So I need to confirm whether or not the keyboard is bad because it's also bad, or is it only bad because the switches are bad. This is the scientific method. I can't give it a fair judgment until I can confirm either it's a bad keyboard or the switches are so bad it brings all the aspects down. Pop-Tarts are so good. Oh my god. What are you guys having for dinner, and why isn't it Pop-Tarts? That's my question. Come on. So, a burger, boiling water for dumplings. You know, No, actually, I was gonna suggest using Pop Tarts as burger buns, but no, if you want a sugary burger, you use donuts for the top and bottom. That's straight to the emergency room. Brought to you by Man of Interests. Laugh Mastery of Jambalaya. Ooh, very nice. Jambalaya is really good. Really good. Do you usually have like a nice spicier jambalaya, or do you like your jambalaya just like peppery but not spicy? Always curious. You know, donut burgers are like, oh my god, they can be so good and so bad because you get like the sweetness of but then you get the savoriness of a good burger with bacon and cheese. Well, if you fry the whole thing together, you actually kind of ruin it, in my opinion. I think it goes a bit too far, you know. So, yeah, and Jeff said, I don't hate myself enough to do that. That's like deep frying butter on a stick levels of hate. Like, I've been at some pretty dark points in my life. I'm pretty sure I've never been deep fried butter on a stick in my life. Can you imagine? It's legal to serve deep fried butter on a stick. Wild world. So back in my youth, I had a deep fryer in my youth of my college days when I was very young into keyboards. With a deep fryer, and my friends and I, we had an event that I would host at my apartment called Deep Friday, and the whole gist of it was anything that they'd bring over that would fit in my deep fryer, we would deep fry and then consume. So deep fried pickles, deep fried White Castle burger sliders, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried ice cream. If it fit in the deep fryer, it's gonna be fried. Deep Friday, good shit, and we'd watch all sorts of silly things on the internets. Well, good time. I recommend it. Deep fried PB and J's, sleeper hit. I like the Smucker's PB and J's because those are easy. That's way easier than trying to make your own PB and J because these the Smucker ones are all sealed. They're all crimped on the outside, and it's no crust. They're uncrustables. You know what I'm saying? So, something to keep in mind. Deep fried pickles is really nice. And I still have them. There's a few restaurants around me that, as an appetizer, will serve deep fried pickles. It's a good mix of that sour acidity with that savory batter. Okay. So do I eat this as a smart person and just do a little bit at a time? Or do I just dump the whole thing in my mouth and then take a huge swig of Monster? And then we start building. What do you guys think? Chug, chug, chug. No, don't dump. That sounds dangerous. Save my tongue. I don't really think these shred your tongue that much. I mean, I'm no Pop Rocks expert, but we're gonna witness a disaster live. Worst case scenario, I get Monster and Pop Rocks all over my Xeno in front of me. So it's just a Xeno. Could be worse. This is for the content. Like, I'm pretty sure if I like threw up on my Xeno, when I couldn't do a review, Poner would be so happy. He'd be like, oh, yes. Okay. We got the pink flavor. We got the cherry Pop Rocks. I'll give you guys some Pop Rocks ASMR. Don't worry. I have a bin next to me. So, oh man, look at that. Look at that. Let's see if I can, yeah, the Pop Rock goodness. That artificial pinkish red. Hello, I am Mr. Pop Rocks. What if it's just like Mentos? It's not like Mentos. Okay, let's go. This is content. They're still going too. Hold on, music distracted me. I can't do it as good as I used to be able to do it. Okay. Food time's over. Let's build a keyboard. Let me just move my stream stuff to the other screen so I can see what's happening. That's not a real keyboard that's plugged in. This one is, though. Okay. And then move my chats. Okay. Chat doesn't fit, so screw you, chat. Okay. Right. We're not doing anything with this or this today. Where the heck is that keyboard? I don't even know where my stuff I'm building with is today. Let's find it. Let's find it together, everyone. If I was a TR60, I would be right here. Take my teleprompter. Where does the lion sleep? The lion sleeps within. I am the lion. Okay, so box whites because what the heck. Let's get some dramatic lighting going on. Hold on. Okay, I need to change this. There we go. Nice little splash of R's, G's, and B's. You can't be a streamer unless there's some kind of R's, G's, and B's happening somewhere, right? I heard that was a thing that happened. Okay, this is my TR60 by Triangle Labs. Let's open this up and build this up. What does the package include on the inside? Well, we opened it up. You got some hardware. You got some resistors. Yep, resistors. You get a USB-C stuff. Cool. Some 2 hot swap sockets. 2 screwdrivers, a hex thing, and a keycap holder. That's actually kind of nice of them. What's over here? You got a little FFE gate-around switch with a little keychain, doohickey. What's in this? This is if I wanted a centered USB-C port of acrylic. That's actually pretty cool, and that makes sense with the extra little USB-C dongle and the keyboard, of course. So what does this keyboard entail? That's a great question, nobody. Let me answer that. What is that switch? This? The FFG switch. Gateron FFGs. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. How does the anodization look to y'all? Let's look at the back. We got a nice little clear spot. Rubber feet already applied. You know what? What do you guys do? You guys care when you buy a board if the rubber feet are already applied? Personally, I do not like it. I think even as small as it is a part of the build process, and I want to do that's. I like it when I have to apply it myself. Personally, it's weird, right? Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo. What do you guys think of this anode quality once we get to focus? Has a really grainy. So you see how that has this patterning here on this part, but up here it looks just like a normal grainy, and here it looks like kind of a little streaky, right? Shark skin, actually a pretty good way to put it. It is kind of cheapy, but it feels fine. Like, it feels smooth enough. It doesn't feel... It just looks cheap, but it feels fine. So that means it was sandblasted well, minus some pitting on this bottom part. You know, it's fine. But it's fine. It feels fine. I can just cover this with a giant weeb sticker. You know what I'm saying? Just put some a giant etchy stickers right here. That's all, right? Look at the top. Let's look at the top. I don't care about... let's look at all of it. Why not? Let's look at the HHKB corner, which looks just fine. All these corners are actually are not bad. Come on, focus. There we go. Got a little bit of difference. It's much more major on camera, the difference between top and bottom, but it is definitely visible. Just pretend it's an NCR. Just pretend it's going for the NCR look. And it's okay, right? Do I like white PCBs? I usually don't care that much about PCB color. If it's a pleasant color like you know, a matte black, that's just like an extra plus. But I don't let it stop me. Plate's okay. Okay, let's open her up, Buttercup. Where are all my tools? So it stabs out. We'll need those in a second. These are Phillips heads. Mustard yellow on polycarbonate, like the E6.5. I will need one of... Okay, Huey quality of life test number 1. Are the screws magnetic? I need a smaller bit. Do I have a smaller Phillips here? Yes. What do you guys think? Magnetic or not? Alright, take your guesses now. Oh, they're slightly magnetic. Yeah. That was definitely surprise number 1. is my tip like super magnetic? I think my tip is moderately magnetic. I do like remagnetize all my bits when they feel weaker than normal. I'll say that. I do remagnetize them not super regularly, but it's something I do pay attention to. Does it just come apart, or do I need to do these bottom two as well? I think I need to do those bottom two as well. Okay. Weird, but, you know, it is what it is. So this PCB annoys me. And one of the reasons I don't feel bad using box switches or clicky switches is the PCB is south-facing. So, I mean, sorry, it's north-facing LEDs. So I don't care. So yes, you need to take both of these off. Hold on. What? What? Hold on, I'll explain why I'm so confused. So why is there a space under the PCB? This space exists under the PCB for, as you can see on the PCB, a battery. For batteries. AA batteries, actually. Or AAA. But for batteries for Bluetooth. And here's a little... Yeah, right? These are where you just put batteries in. These are for battery terminals, and you get Bluetooth. That's why it has this big old space right here. So if you're wondering what this chub is right here, this chub right here is actually another USB-C port. And this is if you want to connect a small USB-C in your case for the center port for the other removable, interchangeable acrylic thing, like this one right here. There's standoffs. Do I have a small enough USB-C to do internal? Should we consider doing a center USB-C? It has the screws. Yeah, it has little standoffs right here. I didn't include the ribbon cable. There's a ribbon cable attachment right here we could have done. Damn. I'm not going to use Bluetooth or the battery, so I don't care about any of this. There's a little cat on it. Cat on PCB. That's a big plus. Okay? This is a huge plus right here. This guy. Does the top have a cutout? What do you mean? There's another acrylic piece right here that came. These are... I used to take off this hex and this hex. And I can change out. Thank you, J-Shuff, for the 500 cat bits. So the cool thing I like about this in the is so integrated plate, nice and chunky. Actually, pretty thick integrated plate, thick enough where they put the clip-in cutouts for all the switches. They have channels for the stabilizer wires, so they put some thought and care into the integrated plate. Also, because as you can see in the bottom, there's no standoffs for the PCB. It's not tray mounts. The PCB is actually top mounted. You can see there's screw holes here, 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 here. The PCB goes as so, and the PCB is actually screwed from the bottom of the PCB into the top of the case. So the PCB is suspended from the plate as opposed to being on a tray. So it's closer. So it's, but then again, I mean, it doesn't matter because the integrated plate is so thick. But the main reason they did that is they didn't have to machine standoffs. Not needing to machine standoffs like these is what adds up for cost for machining. So they're like, well, it's way easier since we have an integrated plate, and the integrated plate's so thick, it's thick enough where we can just have people screw into the plate, as opposed to manufacturing standoffs on the bottom of the case. Because they already have to do all this machining for all these extra sections right here. So that's probably why they went with this route, which I think is fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm just going to do standard MXHHKB, or do I do the 200 IQ? Actually, by 200 IQ, I mean like 200 minus 150, and not split my backspace. Because if I want to use the ePBT ABS, they don't have a HHKB backspace because it's a bad set. But they do have a normal backspace, because every set has a normal backspace. If they didn't, it wouldn't be a normal set, you know what I mean? So I need, if I do that, I need 1, 2, 3 2U stabs, 1 7U stab. We doing it? I guess I guess yeah. Other than anyone other than Nebula have opinions? I don't think it's a bad idea. Just because otherwise we need to bring out another board to test out. What were we saying, 10 strong? Well, no, of course not ISO. We're thinking whether or not to do full BS, because the ePBT ABS double shot doesn't support the HHKB backspace. They don't have the right legend key for it. This doesn't exist in their kit, so there's no proper HHKB legend support. So I'm thinking just doing this normal backspace. I'm not doing ISO Nebulant. I'm not going to apologize for being American. Okay, let's just screw in the PCB. Where's the smaller hardware screws? There's only 2 screws with the standoffs. Yes, they're in here, as well as extra screws. Let's open up this one. Probably should have changed shirts after work, but hey, it's life. Wow, even the small screws are magnetic. How nice. That's nice. Even the small ones are magnetic. Usually a lot of Chinese manufacturers will skip out and use cheapo non-magnetic tiny screws for the smaller M2s. But I'm really happy that they didn't. Good on them. So yeah, this is probably the best implementation of how to do. Yeah, I have a lot of my own cheap M2s that are magnetic that I'll swap into builds that don't come with them if I need them for a tray or something. What? This is not... Okay, there we go. Let's see. I got a few more. One right here. I like the Nanch just because the bits are nice and long. It is missing 1 or 2 sizes that I like, though, is the issue. Is that it? Am I missing a screw point? Cool thing about the PCB, it does have an RGB LED right here for the caps lock indicator. So that's pretty nifty. Wait, why did I put the plate on? I'm so out of it right now. I still feel tired from work. I need to drink more energy drink. I need to do my stabilizers first. Come on, Huey. Get your head in the game. I'm a coward for not doing ISO. No, I'm a goddamn red-blooded American. I'm not going to apologize for my love for my country. I'm not going to apologize for a superior layout. Okay. Stab time. Oh, this one stab has its own bag. It must be a special stab. Oh, it's already lubed. Is it 70? Oh my god, we're using a pre-lube stab. Here we go. Yeah, Nanch is missing a lot of hex sizes. I like it when a board has, okay, 1, 2, and I only need a third. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever designed a set, I won't lie. For me, if I designed a set, the ISO would not be in the base kit. No way, Jose. I think based off how many people use ISO in the community, it would be legitimately a... Oh, these are Chinese stabs. Well, then again, I mean, hold on. I'm using box whites. Does it even matter if I use good stabs? For anyone who's curious why I recognize these are bad Chinese cheapo stabs right away and fakes, is you look at the bottom, they don't have the 4 feet. They only have 2 feet, like this. Hello, Duck Boy. I have 29.5 interests. That piano part was just like Final Fantasy X's. Do 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 do. Okay, sorry. Well, none of these. I don't have any retooled GMKs actually. All my GMK stabs are still pre-retooled. Like all these boys right here. I just need to make sure I have another 7U. So when I get to, because I still have my Jane V2CE I need to build. Yeah, exactly. That's one thing. I'm using Clickies, so it doesn't even matter if I use bad stabs. Do I even need to lube these stabs if they're bad stabs? I mean, if it's Clickies, like, none of it actually matters, does it? In my soul, it will matter. Damn it. In my soul of souls. Screws. I do like the battery implementation. I can understand why they went lazy and didn't cover them and it's all exposed. But, you know, being able to mount your batteries straight onto the PCB is really cool in theory. Where's the voltage regulator? Which one is it? Is it this guy? No, that's not it. It is that guy. Yeah, it's this guy. Wait a second, there's 2 dip switches too. I didn't even notice this. I'm so blind. There's no instructions. I have no clue what these dip switches do. I'm guessing Bluetooth? What do you guys think? There's 2 dip switches. Well, while I lube these stabs, do you want to like just hit that Google up for me? Maybe we can find out together. Oh. Also, the LED for the caps lock was hand soldered, which is interesting. All the micro components were done in an oven per norm. Take care, Duck Boy. Take care, my dude. Shine on. Quack on. Quack on. You crazy duck. That's lubed enough. I don't care. Saves comparable amount of DOS of its front side components. Ready for Sunday. Sunday is gonna be so exciting, dude. I'm ready for Sunday too. Sunday is gonna be a fun day. Yeah, Midori needs to, he needs to set up. Hopefully he's able to actually join on Sunday before Sunday to set up. Because I'm not gonna set up a new character 5th E character for him during the session. That's not my prerogative. I may want to read this. What do I possibly want to read? Okay, let's move this to the other monitor. It's a lot. Remember, oh my god, it's not even in English. Hold tights. Care. One south switch is wired. I was wondering about those traces, to be honest. So there's two traces right here. It says wired and two is for Bluetooth. Oh, okay. Those are lights to tell you which mode you're in when you switch them. So, one equals S switch is wired. 2 Bluetooth equals N. So if S controls wired and is blue. So I want N to be off and S to be on. Let's do that now. And I want S to be on. I said on. Holy crap. There we go. Let me just plug it in and confirm my sanity. Let me grab some tweezers and just actuate a key. Where'd my mouse go? Here's my mouse. Mouse, where are you going, mouse? What? Nothing's happening. It's plugged in. We all said, right? 1 S is for wired and for Bluetooth. Is it not flipped up all the way? This looks right, yeah? S is flipped up. N is flipped down. But when I try to like use my tweezers to make a key when I plug in, nothing happens. Does this PCB even work? The N switch is left, yes. The S switch should always be off during usage? What? It says S is wired, right? So shouldn't the wired always be on? Let me just make the Bluetooth on. Since it shouldn't matter if the Bluetooth is on or not. There's no battery. Boop boo doo doo. I was trying to... Just in case I'm going too crazy. Yeah, what the heck? Nothing's happening. Is this... Why is nothing happening? Both of the dip switches are done... Or doesn't... S... Let's just flow off and then back on. The S should be in charge of wired. If S is on, it should be in wired mode, which means when I plug it in... You know, I'm gonna try this weird one back here. See what happens. No USB sound. Nani? Yeah, I don't know. Does not work. Is nothing flashed to this by default? Is that what's happening? Because that's the case, then that's dumb. That can't be it. Something has to be on this by default, right? Right? Mouse, back to this monitor. Yeah, it has a default layout. It has a default layout. I tried using the other port as well. Nothing happened. I should do hold tight. Hold tight shouldn't matter because as you don't have to, they're optional. Alter how it registers. No, it should be. What is this image? Shouldn't need to bridge them. Should I just try bridging them? That's really weird if I need to bridge them. I don't think I need to bridge them. Because those aren't the right kind of holes. I need to bridge them anyways. I wonder if the Canon keys 6% USB-C PCB has the same USB-C port location. I'm going to grab one of those in the future and build it with those. I wonder if that would work. You know? You wonder? Because I wonder. FN plus V is for USB connection. So I just try plugging it in and do FN and V and see if that changes it. In case it's in one of like the random ass non modes. Let's try that. Let's try that. So let's grab one set of pliers, two set of pliers. Okay. Okay, I just did FNV. I see no physical change. But now I want to try to type in Twitch chat. Nope, nothing. I shouldn't need a flash. It says it comes with a default layout. So if there's a default layout, the switches should have some effect when I actuate them. The fact that they're not kind of tells me it's pooped. Maybe I just have a pooped PCB. If I do, then that's Yeah, I have end switch. Okay, I'll try end switch on too. I don't think it'll make a difference. I'm pretty sure my PCB might just be dead. Wow, what a shitty time to be alive. Disconnect, turn the S off and N on. Okay, let's turn the S off. Or short the respective hold tight. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, now it's working. So I guess this is the mode. Good investigation skills, 10 strong. Thank you. I mean, you would have found it eventually. But thank you. Okay, we're good to go. PCB, at least the K and D letters work, but I'm going to assume the rest of it works as well. Let's get this out of the way. Let's burn through this build. We gotta build the thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall. Okay. Let's recompose. Set. Okay, let's go. Are these also cheapo Chinese tabs? They are. You know, these ones also have the 4 legs. These are also knockoffs. Aren't you? Nice. Getting all the bad tabs out of the way. I like it. Let's get these bad boys right here. Figuring out how to flash this may be really annoying. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's gonna be annoying? I think it's gonna be annoying. I think it's gonna be a pain in the butt. A butt pain of the biggest kind. But we back on track. I would like to say that was a big dumb. So why were the instructions reversed? Someone riddle me that, please. What up, building with sake? Hope you're doing good tonight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they straight up just swapped the switches. Like, I'm pretty sure I was just flipping the Bluetooth switch on and off instead of the wired one. And the wired one was correct from the beginning. Imagine being Triangle Labs. See, this is why, like, I don't want to put too much effort into this build, just because, like, what if it becomes impossible for me to flash it for one reason or another. Finishing your nori keyboard and have a bottle of sake, that's solid. Is your nori keyboard made out of nori? That would be very impressive. Music, why'd you stop? You stop too often. Good enough. I mean, while that is true, Nebulant, they also reverse the labelings for the things as well. Oh, this was lubed in the past. Let's just slather more lube on top. Bump, That's all right though. We are past that. We are now working on the Staberinos, and then soon we will be soldering, and then hearing this keyboard sing its beautiful the song of its people. Well, let's change the music up. Yeah, let's get something more edgy in here. Yeah, let's get some edgy music. Edgy music, like some nice cinematic music. So I have used that online programmer that this keyboard's going to use. I've used it in the past. I feel like it's still going to be a bad experience. I feel like you can't get away from it. I think it's just cursed. Speaking of cursed, what is in your opinion the worst layout and why? That's my question to chat. I want to hear about it. What layout makes you look at it and be like, so why do you exist? Non-stagger Afro 75 because it's not staggered. Alright. All of them? You think every layout is a bad layout? Or are you talking about 10 strong and all 65%? I guess you mean 10 strong and all 65%. That also it happens. $65 is like, why wouldn't you just add F-row? Are you really that cramped on desk space? So, okay, it's a human interface device in the end, whatever works. Well, that's the thing, right? Whatever works for you may not work for someone else, and what works for someone else may not work for you, and you may hate what works for someone else. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of people's preferences. What makes you tick as a keyboard enthusiast, in a manner of speaking. You dig? For me, worst layouts. Staggered 40%. I think it's easier to justify ortho 40% than standard 40%. Takuchi Satomi, hello. I am doing good. How are you? I hope you are doing well. You went on a black hole of keyboard research. There's a rotary keyboard that predates the Corey. Yes, there is, actually, yes. On spring break, kind of got the sniffles. I'll help you feel better. If you're concerned, you can go see a doctor, but if you don't feel that bad, you're probably going to be okay, bud. Try to relax, you know, and try to enjoy what you can of your spring break, even if you feel a bit sick. Oh, I don't even need my screws. These are all snap-ons. You want a new keyboard? Well, they do say retail therapy works wonders for quite a few people. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else suffering from super allergy? I was earlier in the week. Earlier in the week, I had some pretty gnarly allergies been kicking up. Just gotta hit that allergy medicine nice and strong. You know what I'm saying? That liquid stuff, the good one, not new. Another one. I like it. Okay, let's put this together. This keyboard, shittiness in disguise. I'm just kidding. It's not in disguise at all. Wow. Start screwing. Why is it like... Screw, why are you like this? Let's try another one of his friends. Even it's almost pollen week there in your warm weather, messing with the trees. Ooh. That's never fun. Wow, is one of my screws just like straight up, like one of my things just stripped? It looks fine. Well, I'm just gonna go deep just in case. Yeah, the screw's fine. It's the longer screw. So these just have troubles catching for some reason for the first few threads. Just gotta put pressure. Come on! I don't understand, guys. I had one that was catching fine earlier. This one's like a 2. No, okay, that one went in finally. Okay, that one caught fine. Fuck it. That's good enough. Wow, one of the screws just popped out. Which one? Is this a screw? The middle one popped out, though. Is this? One of these? It is. Come on. Why are these screws so bad? This is music's dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what do you guys think? Do you think the middle screw matters? For some reason, it's just not tightening at all. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I put a longer one in, yeah, normal ones can go in fine. Do I need a washer? I feel like it's too long then. I mean, I feel like, I mean, the screws are too short, if that's the case, if they're not even, like, catching on anything, right? In theory, that's what it means it's happening. Other screws don't. Well, it's just the middle one, right? It'll be fine. This is yellow, it guys. It'll be Daijobu. It'll be Daijobu. You know what? They gave me this one switch. No, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna use all clickies. Screw it. That sound right there. South facing. Well. So what's the worst part of this board? The PCB or the switches? Wait. Okay. Okay. Look, everyone. Look, because of their PCB spacing. Look at this. Look at this. South facing. South facing. North facing. South facing. Okay. That's cool. God damn, at least have consistency. They managed to fit batteries. Yeah, they did manage to fit batteries, though. So they got that going for them. Sacrifice. Sacrifices were indeed made. Triple A's. Trip A's, baby. So, what do you guys think? Do you think we'll be disappointed, surprised, or do you think this will turn out exactly like we expected to? A TR60 with box whites. What do y'all think? Do you think we may be pleasantly surprised? Do you think we'll actually be disappointed and it'll turn out worse than expected? Or do you think it'll meet expectations, which probably aren't that high when I think about it? Does anyone have any expectations for a board like this? You'll be a bit whelmed. An equal amount of whelmed, not over or underwhelmed, just whelmed. That's fair. That is fair. They are nicer than quite a few Clickies, so I mean, it's not the worst choice we could have made. That's true. That is definitively true. Switches clip in very nice and easily. Just create some crazy music. This is very foreboding music for the build. As I'm finishing up clipping these switches in. Or inserting them into the plates. Okay, let's solder it up, buttercup. And let's get out of here. I'm gonna drop something, no big deal. Well, you really want to trade your M60A for another board. You've only had it for like 3 months, so you feel like you should hold it for longer before you trade it for something else. I think it depends. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for. Let's see. Do I have enough solder? Yeah, I do have enough solder. I'm running low though. Let's get to it. Wait, what? Wow. This PCB quality. Okay. What do you guys think? Am I straight up missing something right here? I mean, if it works, it works, I suppose. But what do you all think? Am I missing something right here? Okay, Triangle Lab. Okay there, bud. Trying to save a quarter of a cent on a component? I see how it is. You know what I realized? You know what a 200 IQ PCB and keyboard designer slash salesperson would do nowadays if they had the same PCB? They would sell foam AAA battery inserts that you could put in the AAA battery slots, and they'd sell like, oh yeah, you can add these AAA battery foam inserts for $10, and it'll help with the sound of your keyboard. And you know what? People would buy that. And they'd be like, oh yeah, the tips are rubberized, so it's also going to insulate your keyboard. Yada, yada, yada. Fake ESD protection, yada, yada. You know. Like, you all could see that happening today, right? Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not, like, too tinfoily crazy about that, right? You can... Just don't inhale. So I'll be Gucci Gang. Oh, okay, never mind. I have a feeling I should eat real dinner soon. That, or I can just fast and eat breakfast tomorrow to lose weight. No, I should have something tonight. If I go on a bike ride tomorrow, I want energy. And to get that energy, I should eat today. Right? What a board. Triangle Labs. Oh shit, am I gonna have solder for my build tomorrow? I hope so. I don't, it's gonna be hilarious. The pads heat up nicely though. I'll say that. Is anyone already have a VR headset and getting Half-Life Alyx when it releases this month? I am curious. I don't have a VR headset. I want to get one. I did upgrade my graphics card recently, so now I'm like finally VR ready. I just haven't like got any VR stuff yet. I want to get into it because Beat Saber looks fun. Quite a few games look fun. Boneworks looks fun. Half-Life Alyx looks great. So I definitely want to get into VR at some point. I just don't have anything. But yeah, I just got a 2060 Super, which I've been pretty happy with really happy with my game now. And my GPU's been solid. Boneworks is something you don't want to start with. Interesting. Is it because, like, if you're not used to, like, the VR, you would probably get, like, motion sickness if you're not used to it? Is that why? Okay, nausea with VR. That makes sense. Because, like, you see movement, but you don't feel movement. So your body's like, hold on, buddy. What's going on here? Well, we're all built up. Let's just solder. Let's just put the... should we take... I guess I should be that guy. I should take this off. Oh, it's off on this side. Should I take... Okay, I'll take it off. There's no RGB LEDs, though. What do you guys think? Should I leave the brown wrapper here on? And make it look ugly? Or should I take it off so it's all properly frosted, even though there's no lights underneath? Choices. I guess I'll take it off, right? That's the appropriate thing to do in a situation like this. Brown best, or leave it brown. Just leave it brown and just do one of these and feel like that. Brown. What is the alt? Oh, the alternative is, so it's a cardboard, it's just this paper protecting the acrylic. If I take it off the protective layer, it'd be all frosted, see-through, and clear. That's the alternative. Whether or not it has the protective on the inside. I was wondering why it looks so bad. Yeah, it's brown because there's a thing on it. I'll take it off. Here, hold on. Let's. The really annoying part is I need to switch bits for this. Where's the small boy hex bits? Hopefully this one will fit. Nope, bigger than this. Oops. Hello, Mr. Petrov. Hello, Foodie. Wow, longer than I thought it'd be. Yes. Okay, and all we do is we take this. Oof, that peeling feeling. Here we go. Here we go, everyone. The big peel. Hear that? Okay. It's all peeled off. Let's just insert it right back where it was. What do you all think? They use gold hex screws. Do you think they should have just used silver screws? Or do you think the gold is a nice accent for how to attach the acrylic here? If you're wondering why it's acrylic, it's because, of course, you know, there's a Bluetooth option. Hence the acrylic. Okay. Let's put her together and pretend the default layout is acceptable. Let's turn off my soldering iron. Gold or even brass screws like out of place 90% of the time. That's fair. Here goes the first screw. The first screw. Here goes the second screw. Here comes the third screw. Here comes the fourth screw of the night. Must be a very excited man to get through 4 screws in one night. Okay, here's the build. It looks extremely mediocre. Let's put some ePBT ABS on this mediocre build. Let's peak mediocrity right here. Are you ready? Actually, let's clean up. Let's clean up a little bit. Everything's a little bit messy right now. Let's put some bits away. Put some bags away. Let's make everything look a little bit more presentable. You know what I'm saying? We got professional standards after all. Supposedly. Allegedly. Technically. Yeah, those are box whites. Weird Champ is the correct response. Absolutely correct response. Not something you'd expect to see, huh? Is it janky? This build is janky after all. It's not a janky render, but it's just janky. Okay. Here we go, baby. Live to win. QWERT UIOP. Well, alts. Greater than tab plus equals n the other alts f, that's the wrong shifts, don't need inserts, g, don't need that, I do need you, shifteroni, h. So as you guys see the legends pop up, let me know what you think. I'll give it the zoom in, so it'll be a little bit bigger, so you guys can see the legends of. This is ePBT ABS double shots. So these are double shot keycaps done by ePBT. Shift looks weird. The F looks a little bit weird. Talking about the big shift, by the way. There's your Q, 10 strong that you wanted to take a look at. The S in backspace is all over the place, tripping you out. Look at every letter in backspace is off. Like, the longer you stare at backspace, the more you realize is wrong with it. Are these capsule warpers? It's like everything is slightly off. Like, some are a lot worse than others, for sure. But the things that look like... There are quite a few things that look close, but your mind, if you're just used to seeing a lot of GMK, is like... something is like... Is this picture tilted? What's going on? It's like an optical illusion, almost, with some of these. Some of these do look completely off, and some of them look so close, but it's just something is just nagging you, and you're like, nope, that's incorrect. Something about that is wrong. It looks almost like it looks tilted or something for some of them, which is weird. It sets off those little mental alarms in your head. Like look at this Windows key. It looks looks normal, but looks wrong at the same time. What's actually wrong with it, though? I mean, it's just wrong. How? It's just wrong. But is it flipped to 10? Is it flipped? I don't think it's flipped. I think this is the way it's supposed to go. Okay, let's put everything away for a second. Wow, a screw got loose in my case somehow. You hear that? What the heck? Okay, let's put all these keycaps away. Fix that screw. And do a closer analysis. on what we're looking at. Oh, really, real quick, to prove I'm not crazy, does anyone see the 1.5U HHKB backspace? Legitimately, does anyone actually see it? I don't see it. There isn't one, which makes no sense because it has all the other keys that support the layout. It's the only key it's missing to support the layout. One key. It's so ridiculous that they don't have that one key. It's like crucial these days. Yet they give you like a concave like 3U spacebar. Come on. Okay, loose screw. There you are. Where'd you come from? You came from over here, like I thought you would. See? This is the one. I don't know why. It's just like not long enough to catch like the first one. I don't know. I guess this is not long enough, barely. No more ones. Ones I have, I think, are. Let's see if the ones I have work. Mine are a tiny hex. Nice. Mine works. Sweet. Let's get one more of my screws. And let's just do this middle one as well. Might as well. We're here. Oh, this one also fell. Or I never did this one. Let's do that middle one. So, should you avoid buying this? Yeah, probably. It is extremely cheap. So, I mean, it has that going for it. That's like the only thing it has going for it. Okay, let's look at these ePBT ABS keycaps up close together. Stream. At least my stabilizers turned out well. For being bad stabilizers. Okay, here's the typing sounds real quick. I know a lot of you guys don't like clickies. I'll make it short. Yeah, spacebar does sound actually like it's definitely an acceptable spacebar sound as spacebars go. Box whites. I mean, they feel decent because they're not too heavy, not too light. You know what? I'm pretty confident a normal like an ANSI PCB from Canon Keys would fit. Pretty sure the spacing is the same. I should buy one and rebuild it with that just so I can have like confidence I can reprogram this properly. O and P look weird. There's a lot of things that look weird, huh? Ready? Hold on. I think there's partially box stem twist as well, which probably doesn't help, but let's see. That O and P. Ready, everyone? Ready? Yeah, it's box stem twist. Okay, let's look at a weird key. For sure, weird key. Everyone can agree. Look at this backspace. Look at this backspace. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. This set is EPBT ABS double shots, white on black. Okay, it looks weird, right? With the enter looks surprisingly okay. It looks a little off on the E and the R, and the capital E as well. I mean, the lowercase e and the capital E, but I mean, it could be worse, right? It could be way worse. This shift, the I is a little off, the arrow is a little bit off, the space between the F and T isn't the best. It's close. So let's get some real comparisons, okay? I mean, this isn't a good set to compare with, but let's go back to this backspace real quick. Let's compare it straight up with a GMK. Look at the C. Look at the first A. Do I have JTK? I do have JTK. Stop, it's already dead. It's like JTK is how to be wrong but bolder. EBT ABS how to be thinner and wrong, and GMK is GMK. What's another key that you all want to look at? Top is GMK, top is JTK. Top is JTK. JTK is just JTK toxic. EPBT ABS double shot white on black. GMK Saware. Okay, let's bring another. The overall feel, it's a bit grainier than EPBT or GMK. GMK is definitely the smoothest of the three. And I mean like a premium kind of smoothness, where it has just enough grip to be appropriate, like silky, but not, you know, crazy. Like this isn't a shined backspace yet either, for either of these. JTK also feels less grainy. I think in terms of feel, it has this grainy feel, but I think a lot of people who come from PBT will like this feel as an ABS. They'll feel this and be like, oh, this ABS is like the PBT that I like. It has this nice little grabby graininess to it that's still like it's still smooth. Don't get me wrong. There's a grainy texture to it, but it's still very smooth. Like, it's no problem doing this, right? Just like you would for like anything else. It's not horrible, but it feels different for sure. Okay, any keys directly you want me to compare to? This is like the worst GMK set to compare right now, but it's one I just kind of have out with me. But I can zoom in. We can do a key by key, or we can grab another set and do a key by key comparison. I don't have GMK white on black. Don't at me. Core. You want to look at core? Okay. Let's look at core. Oops, sorry, wrong way. Let's look at core. You can actually kind of see. I don't know if it comes across in the stream well, but you can see the graininess on the top of each of the keycaps. You can actually see the grain. It's much coarser. The 3 looks weird because the sideways lines look like they're slanted like this, as opposed to both of them being like this, I think. That's why it looks weird. The 2 horizontal ones. Q, W. So don't worry about the rotation. So rotation is because of box stems. So don't worry about that. There's always, the McRip effect. There's some optical illusion stuff going on. QWER. Let's see here. These are double shot, not printed. So yeah, it'd be a mold issue. Which they can fix the molds. Molds are adjustable to a degree. Top is EPBT ABS double shot. Bottom is GMK Q01. Let me see if I can just... There you go. Make it not so loud with that light. Probably adjust this one a little bit as well. There we go. Will they? Hopefully. JTK's had improvements through their different runs. They've had new problems pop up as well. Yeah, GMK. This makes GMK look so good, doesn't it? Carter says, seriously, you're not too big on legending beyond just not wanting to be blurry, but side-by-side difference is nuts. Jeff, you're comparing it to your JTK triple shot because you have it on it. I heard the triple shot molds are better than these double shot molds, actually. That's what I've heard. I don't have any triple shots on me, but I've heard that they are better than the double shots. Any other keycaps you all want to look at for comparison? While I have my Norba Touch out. How much were the caps? I think they're like $70. So it's near the same price as JTK. My spacebar sounds so good. Pause break. So only a pause. Let me see what they have for. So you want a verbose keycap. Yeah, for the money, I would say my initial impression I would think it would best to save up for something else. Oh my god, numlock. Hold on. What'd they do to my boy numlock? Come on. So those dramatic moving shadows. How cinematic. What happened? There's a good space between print and screen, and the space disappears between the system requirement. Come on. What happened to the space there, bud? What happened there, bud? Wait a second. Is it just camera tricks on me? Yeah, it is. Hold up. Okay, for a second I thought they weren't on the same line. I think they are. Right? Yeah, it's just crooked, that's why. No, this is the keycap was crooked. It is properly in line when I do one key at a time. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It could be way worse. So the undersides are interesting because there's on the edges and the skirts, there's a thinner section here. And there's a thicker section for the main double shot part. You know what that means? It's time for my digital calipers, baby. Okay. The thin part measures at 1.02. The thick part measures at 1.65. For the second keycap, 1.02, 1.65. The third keycap, 1.0, 1.64. Oh, no, the Moki keycap I did somewhere. I don't know where. Here it is. I mean, for 3, that's fine. That's fine. That's all within spec. If there's only 3 testing, does it catch? Doesn't seem like it. Spacebar, a not double shot, which means this could have bearing on sound depending on thickness. Spacebar 1.43. 1.42 for the 6U spacebar. Okay, that's really a modifier key. Caps lock. As you can see for the caps lock, it has a much shorter skirt than a 1U key. The skirt is not only not much shorter, it is a little bit shorter. Okay. The skirt for the caps lock 1.0, and the thicker double shot part 1.64. Okay, so that seems pretty on spec. Another keycap. This is the F4 key, in case we need to Alt F4 this out of my life. Skirt 1.01. Double shot. Wait, what? That's not right. That can't be right. Here we go. 1.66. Okay. For reference, for anyone curious, GMK, it double shot all the way down to the bottom. .45. So. I'm sure the molds can be fixed for any of the issues they have. This was the first round. So, I mean, JTK also had tons of issues their first round. JTK has worked with people in the past for custom colorways for their PBT sets and their... not sorry, that's EPBT, but JTK has worked with people before for their double shot sets. JTK has done stuff with people with triple shots. They've done, like JDK Dolch. So EPBT has also worked with people. So there's just gonna be another player in the game who may be willing to do custom sets. Hopefully they improve the legends so they become a lot more acceptable. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think this is worth $70? Do you think it's at least worth waiting for round 2 and hope they make improvements? I'll have a full review write-up I'm working on. It'll include macro shots of a lot of the keycaps. You know it's not the sake you're drinking. 10 strong, you like to wait for round 4, round 5. It's fair. That's fair. Big shout outs to Amazon Basics because these bags are legit. I like these bags. But yeah, that's my main goal for the stream for today. Any other questions, comments, or anything else before we break for tonight? And then I'll probably go play Call of Duty or something, or Mordhau. I'm getting back into Mordhau. That's fun. I was playing a little bit last night. I was having fun chopping people's heads off. We might play Call of Duty. We'll see. Any last questions? Comments? Getting comfy after a long day of work. Oh, I can't believe I'm still wearing pants too. Can you believe it? Pants. I live here. I'm still wearing pants.
Jeff, you don't have any complaints with Kuro Shiro except for the awful warping. Is the awful is, I mean, yeah. PBT and warping. Common combination. I mean, remember back in the days of, BSP and their wonderful banana shifts? I got a BSP set. That shift, straight banana ing. It's just bloop. That's why BSP never used to make space bars. And back in the day when you bought a BSP set, what BSP would do is BSP would buy a bulk amount of space bars from GMK. Because they didn't make space bars because they couldn't get space bars made reliably enough without warpage. It cost them too much. They wasted too much plastic on getting the right amount of space bars. So like, screw it. We're just gonna buy GMK ABS space bars and give it to you if you buy one of our PBT sets. Can you imagine buying the space bars from a different company was cheaper? You're not sure if Rom did extra QC for PBT heavy industry. You're surprised none of your keys were warped. That's good. That is good. That is good. Good indeed. Very good. I wish I had more food. I'm hungry. Did OG Cherry have warp? Not as bad. There's always some warp when it comes to PBT, but not super bad or anything like BSP did. It was much more manageable. Tomorrow, I will have a Southpaw full size, but I probably won't be building it because I need the lube switches for it. I'll be either I'll either be building a new keyboard, either tomorrow or Sunday. So there's gonna be another stream this weekend. That's gonna be a fun time. I hope to catch all of you there. For everyone who's watched my content on like YouTube and everything, hit 5K subs. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your support, for watching all my stuff. 5K subs, yeah. We're gonna have another This Week in Keyboards on Tuesday. Hopefully we're going to have 1 or 2 videos coming out next week. Not This Week in Keyboard, so probably one. I'll save the other one for the week after. Gotta give you guys an equal dose of content. I can't give you guys like everything in 1 week and then nothing. But keep your eyes out for that. I'm still trying to do 2 streams a week, so we're going to have another stream Saturday or Sunday. Haven't decided yet, TBD. And then 2 streams next week. So until then, everyone have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Feel free to consider checking out any of the awesome other keyboard stream. Who's streaming right now? We can raid someone, right? Let's raid someone. Who are we gonna raid? Ghostbusters. Heine on? Twitch.tv/ what is it? Heine Bush? Right, Heine is the man. It's a /raid or /host. /raid, yes. Space Heine Bush. Are we raiding? Is it happening? I don't see it. Did it work? I think it worked. I think I close the stream, it jumps time. Okay, I'm just gonna take care, guys. I hit the /raid stream.